I've been using Takumi Oils for about 18 months now. The question is, why did I change from my previous brand HKS 040? Well, because a chance meeting with Takumi at its World Time Attack stand in 2017 got me thinking. Some months later I contacted Takumi and they sent me details on its oils. This was passed on to the people who built my engine. Feedback from the engine builder was they had no issues with the Takumi oils. Now, how to evaluate if the decision to change was the correct one? The car has probably managed almost 6,000 hours since World Time Attack 2015. However, for completeness, it has been provided and compared with the 2018 data. There is the same pattern in the same places on the track. Interestingly, in 2015 the air temp was 14 degrees cooler, yet the oil temp was 13 degrees hotter. The car's front splitter has changed since 2015, amongst a few other things as well. Using Racepak Data's Datalink software, the fastest laps from World Time Attack 2017 and 2018 will be compared. Takumi 540 oil was used in 2018 and HKS 040 in 2017. Like in 2015, the same trend in oil pressure is present. However, this time, oil temps are very similar. Zooming in on the approach to turn 2, there are pressure dips with the Takumi going down to about 20 psi. The next significant dip is coming into turn 8. However, both oils react about the same. Should I be worried about a dip to 20 psi? After looking at the air intake temperature, it is time to move on to the oil pressure and RPM. The approach to T2 shows a drop in pressure as RPM is decreasing and pressure building as RPM builds. Back to the approach to T8. Again, oil pressure reacts to RPM. When oil pressure is the least, RPM is low. But without the throttle position sensor, engine load cannot be seen. Building on from the RPM, now the throttle position sensor is shown. T1 confirms that the oil pressure is reacting to throttle position changes. Further, when oil pressure is at its lowest, there is no throttle input. Now to T8. At throttle liftoff, the oil pressure drops, and like at T1, when the throttle is applied, oil pressure increases. Therefore, the low oil pressure is not a major concern. Now, let's look at the lateral G. The lateral G channel will show if there are any oil pressure issues when under cornering. T2 has a significant braking zone into a 180 degree left-hand corner. However, the oil pressure is increasing when entering the corner. T8 is a tight right-hand corner slightly downhill. Like T2, oil pressure is increasing when entering the corner. Hence, lateral G is not causing any oil pressure issues with either brand of oil. Well, on the surface, the car has not suffered by the change in oil. The main cause of the lowish pressure was on throttle liftoff. Further, a very recent compression test does not raise any concerns with respect to how the car is performing. The car, with the exception of the front splitter, has remained unchanged. The sump is OEM and unmodified. The oil cooler is a PWR oil-water combo. The oil pump has been upgraded and oil pressure is controlled not by the pump, but a Peterson external regulator. Finally, the car runs on E85. Whilst oil pressure is only showing part of the story, that is, the pressure at the connection point, it is not showing the pressure throughout the whole system. However, it is useful for early warning and if further investigation is required. Considering the amount of development that has been put into the car's engine, changing oil would not be done without considerable thought. So, why change? Takumi has local support and made sure that the oil they recommended was suitable for my intended use. Tick. Takumi has provided fantastic after-sales support. Tick. Car has not had any oil-related issues since changing. It's had lots of electrical issues, but that is another story. Simply, I would not put a product in my car that I was not confident in. Simple as that. And Takumi is that product.